Hi, I'm Josh Allen, Director of Marketing at Location3, and we're back with episode 3 of Digital Shoptalk. The flannel's back, although Alex didn't bring his handy jacket that he ordered with his mobile phone last week. But we're going to get right to the news.
I'm back too. Sorry, Porter 32.
Minus the flannel. But big news actually on a couple of fronts this week, particularly in the technology space. Apple fanboys everywhere are getting their iWatches shipped to them, geeking out like crazy, and as a result, Google has actually released an update to their Android Wear platform. Google is constantly battling with Apple back and forth, not only from a technological standpoint, but from a software standpoint to really be top of mind for users. I think the Android Wear update gets to the heart of that with what they're trying to accomplish in terms of combating the Apple Watch, especially in light of really the ill-fated and, frankly, in my opinion, kind of silly Google Glass. But the implications for local search relative to not only the devices themselves, but the software that is involved has huge implications for marketers.
Yeah, I completely disagree with everything you just said about Apple. I am an Android user myself. I don't have any wearables, although somebody in our office just won the Samsung Gear watch recently at a raffle. But yeah, they just recently did some updates. So as Josh mentioned, it's kind of everybody's trying to go one up on each other, as you see with the phones and the devices and now the wearables. And the real question is, what does this mean for us as marketers? What are we going to actually do with a wearable that we haven't done before? And is it going to be too obtrusive, too annoying? Is there going to be new technologies kind of tying into last week with the beacons, where the watch will be able to recognize kind of folks' movements even better than the phone does? So the jury is still out, and I don't think there's been a ton of chatter around exactly what we're going to be able to do to wearables. You've got a small device. I know Android's greatest update is you can actually draw a thumbs up and it'll turn itself into an emoji, so that's really exciting. But what does that actually mean? We don't know, but we're going to stay tuned. We're going to figure it out.
So stay with us.
Shop Talk. All right. In the toolkit this week, mobile. It's on top of everyone's mind. Google recently put out it was on USA Today, Mobilegeddon. When my mom calls me up and asks me if she needs to be worried about her phone because of Mobilegeddon, we know something is in the news. So if anybody's watching this, you know what this is, Mobilegeddon, unless you stumbled upon it.
It's not a snowstorm. It's an update.
But basically, Google's just saying, hey, all you knuckleheads out there that haven't figured out you need a mobile site, well, you're now really going to get lost in the dust. If you don't know if your site is mobile friendly or not, one way is to look at it and you will see if it looks bad or not. The other way is Google has a tool. It's called a mobile testing tool. You just Google that or go into Webmaster Tools. You put in your URL and it'll tell you, A, if it's good, and if it's not good, what you need to fix. Beyond that, there's a lot of implications for apps and the mobile friendliness of apps, which to me, Josh, is a little counterintuitive because apps are made for your phone.
Yes, I understand. I think, understanding first and foremost the implications that the search engines and other entities are focusing on mobile because mobile is growing. That goes without saying. So when we talk about the app space, it's fair to assume that there are going to be some big changes in terms of ranking for apps coming down the line. When that is, it's hard to say. That said, we're currently seeing some things in terms of app ranking from both a metadata standpoint, so making sure apps are optimized from a keyword, a title, things like that. But I think really right now the way you're seeing apps currently rank is obviously, first and foremost based on the number of downloads, but also based on user reviews, user engagement, sharing on social, things like that. So we're already seeing implications for apps being able to rank, even if it's in nothing else other than the App Store currently. But certain brands are promoting their app on their website, on TV commercials. We see it everywhere. So back to the point, there are going to be ranking implications for apps. So if you weren't prepared for the Mobilegeddon, as it were, you might want to first fix that and then start preparing eventually for what is likely to be ranking for mobile apps.
But hopefully you can use this. If you are a director of marketing and you haven't been able to push this through yet, now is the time.
Now is the time.
Mobile.
All right, in today's Upvote, we've obviously been talking a lot about mobile this week. One really cool thing that we're going to give the upvote to this week is the Google Micro Moments video. It was released on Think Google a few weeks ago. Really great piece of content. We actually want to share a little bit of it with you here.
Moments that matter. This video is great. I definitely enjoyed, especially, I think this was Josh's favorite part too, is
kid doing the touchdown dance.
But then afterwards,
well, yeah, after you do the touchdown dance, you gotta celebrate, right? Get some ice cream, right?
So, ice cream near me, and I think a great thing for everyone to do is take a look at this white paper that they put out about these micro moments and really the rising search volume of blank near me. So what's really funny is Friday night is restaurant near me. It really goes off the charts. Saturday night it's bar near me. And then Sunday morning it's urgent care near me. So maybe indicative of a little bit indicative of people that are looking for something in their area. And think about it, especially if you're in an area you're not familiar with, or you're out with a group of friends and like, hey, let's go get some pizza. We don't really know where we're at. But this addition of near me is something that's just over the last couple of years and is really exploding. So if I am any sort of local entity, restaurant, pharmacy, let's say you're a sunscreen brand and you want to apply it to consumer product good, and you target the beach towns and do pharmacy near me. Right?
We have summer on the brain, by the way.
That would be a brilliant idea for them to capture that traffic and grab that market share. This is something that is happening, and you have to think about clever ways to be able to take advantage of it.
Absolutely. So thanks again for joining us here at Digital Shop Talk. That's it for this week. Go get your site optimized for mobile. We'll see you next time.
Sorry.
Which one's better, Apple or Google?
No, it's not Google. It's Android, first of all, powered by Samsung.
Whatever.
All right, you've got this little like black box that you pay way too much money for.
What are you talking about?
Ready?
This is cheap.
Okay, Google. Brewery near me.
Siri.
Oh, Siri.
Find me a good beer.
Oh, damn it.
Here are the listings for free. Okay, here is what I found.
15 results. The highest one rated the Cruise Room, which, by the way, has some of the best drinks in Denver. I defy you to beat that.
You said beer near me, and it came up with Cruise Room?
That's a fair point.
That's worse. Rock Bottom's right across the street from me.
I said a good beer.
Rock Bottom is right across the street from me.
Fresh Craft, my brother's bar.
All those are so far away. Laney's. Hold on. Why don't you read the rest of this? What's your number 2? Laney's Clock Tower. Why don't you walk over to Laney's Clock Tower, and I'll go to Great Divide, and we'll come back and see who has a better time. Okay?
No thanks.
Android. I'm out.
B-sides.
Shampoo is better!